Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 11 of season 7 of The Flash. This episode that we're about to dive into is going to conclude the current story arc that we got lined up here. If you weren't aware, I know like the show has been starting to break up the seasons into these graphic novels, as they've been calling them. After the first 3 episodes, those concluded the previous graphic novel, and then every one since then, since we introduced the Forces, have been the one we've been on now. This one marks the end of this one, with the next episode being the ramp up to the storyline that's going to close out this season. We did get a confirmation the show will be returning. I'm not sure how long this season is going to run until when the last episode of this is actually going to air, but we did get confirmation that the show will be returning for season 8 in November. So there's not going to be a huge break between when this ends and when the next season actually starts. And they did go ahead and confirm that the first 5 episodes of The Flash season 8 will have a crossover-like feel to it. So I'm not sure exactly what to expect there. It said there's going to have like some character introductions in there, and it's going to feel a lot like a crossover without actually being technically a crossover. So I'm not sure what that exactly means, unless they're going to be setting up a lot of new characters in their universe in those episodes to appear throughout the other shows. That's going to be my guess. Maybe they're not going to be crossing over with any of the other Arrowverse shows, like, you know, Batwoman, obviously Supergirl and Black Lightning will be ended by that point. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll just be them setting up or launching their own character base. I mean, they're definitely filling out the roster. But yeah, so we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on that. But it's definitely kind of got me excited for season 8 before we're even there yet. But that all being said, last week's episode, we got to know Psyche a lot more as we were focusing in banding together these forces to protect them from Nora. Nora recruits Dion, which was an interesting twist. She's looking extremely like she's going through her goth phase now that she's officially turned. She's got dark streaks in her hair. Her hair is actually toned down a little bit darker. She's got dark lipstick, dark eyeshadow, dark eyeliner now. She's wearing dark clothes. They're just like, I'm evil Nora now. But she recruits Dion rather than kills him to try to have him help her take down Barry and the other forces. Barry and everybody else goes through the starts training Alexa to control her powers. Caitlin gives her that little psionic device that she used initially to communicate with Killer Frost when they were trying to figure out how to work together and live together in the same body before they became 2 different people. So she gave her that. Alexa started to communicate with Fuerza, and in the end, they united to help. She was able to unite with Fuerza to help Barry against Bashir, who is the the Sage Force in this now. We got his whole story revealed, and I really liked his character. I really like this actor that they got. I really love his snarky, sarcastic attitude. I love it. I love everything about him so far. And he definitely looks a lot better without that mask. But they recruit him, they get home, they get back to Star Lab, they figure this whole thing out, and then lo and behold, Nora shows up with Dion. He freezes time, and right before the episode closes out, and Dion does say, like, I'm sorry for this, but I guess at this point it's a little too late for Dion to really back out, considering. But Nora takes the opportunity while they're all frozen to Emperor Palpatine everybody. Bashir, Alexa, and Iris included. Everybody but Barry. Everybody but her avatar. And ends the episode with them all being dead. And Barry mourning over the corpses as Dion teleports them both away. That all being said, I'm wondering, am I missing anything else in the episode that's worth calling out? I did like that Iris had a very much more like prominent role And they've been doing a good job balancing the characters out a lot more this season. But Iris has actually felt in these past few episodes very relevant. You know, taking the step forward, taking the initiative to try to go out and find out more about Psyche. You know, using her investigative abilities and knowledge and putting it to work to help the team. I really liked all of that. Again, the show, just like the past couple episodes, has made Barry an idiot again. But whatever, we'll just roll with it, roll with the punches here. Cisco, of course, we get the reveal of what his psych nightmare was. It was just that he would be basically spending his entire life at Star Labs, and everybody else will have moved on to bigger and better things, but he will still be trapped there. Again, further setting up his eventual walk away from the show, from the team, and moving on with Camilla. So that's going to be coming around the corner very soon as well. So, guys, we're about to dive into the conclusion to the Force arc, or Force Quest, Force Wars, whatever you want to call this. I'm curious to see how this thing's going to come to an end. Guys, remember, like everything else here on the channel, when we're covering these shows, we got the full-length, unedited reaction watch-alongs available over on Patreon, or if you become a member to the YouTube channel here, both of these will get you access to the same content. So just whichever one's easier for you. If you're interested, just help support the channel. That all being out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into this episode. Here we go. The fuck?
So that worked.
What just happened?
Oh my god. Really? The fake out? Sage Force with the fake out?
I don't understand.
Neither do I.
As soon as Nora came in, I knew you were right. Real anger issues. I mean, no match for me, but I wanted to protect you all, so I...
Did I think we were dead?
It wasn't a nightmare. That was an illusion. I didn't know you could do that.
His powers are growing, just like they said last episode.
Neither did he. You were just trying to save yourself, you jerk.
Hey, how about thank you, Bashir? It was baller the way you stopped that mean lady from murdering us. Why would Nora attack you?
She sees me as competition.
Oh, gosh, that's so weird. But yeah, man, she's been a little weird. She's been a very weird in her interactions with Iris this season. So, especially the last two episodes, jealous even that Barry has somebody else important in his life that's not his lightning.
There's only one place Nora can't go. A place where she didn't exist for a few months. Like, in the past. A dead zone that she can't access, but a speedster can. I can take Bashir and Alexa, and once they're inside...
Once we're inside, they're my responsibility too. I swear that kid
Okay.
of ours can sleep.
Multiple lightning strikes took out a wall at Iron Heights. 24 inmates escaped. Most of them met us.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
You think that you regret giving up your badge, don't you?
Well, if I hadn't, I could help stop this. But people are gonna get hurt or worse.
No.
This is a perfect opportunity for Kramer to get out there and start pap, cure, bitches.
Yeah, maybe not, but you know what? You can do more than you think.
Oh, what? What the fuck?
It's nice of the Addams family to lend you their place for the weekend. All right, I'm gonna go find Dion. If Nora somehow finds the three of you first,
Yeah, use the transmat orb that Cisco gave me.
the hypertachyon particles inside will pull any organic matter back to Central City.
Uh-oh, whoa, that didn't look like
Is he gonna be okay?
he did that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, there was a lot of different colors of lightning in that moment there. I think Nora was like, Barry, you're mine now.
Where were you?
Oh my god, she's just like getting worse. What is this?
What happened to you?
I couldn't feel you at all. I had to make sure you were safe.
From who? From you? You tried to kill them, Nora, even Iris.
But I let you live. They wanted to drag me back into the darkness, Barry, but I won't let them. Now bring my brothers and sister to me, or your city dies.
I like that.
We've got Category 3 winds and over 22 lightning strikes a minute.
Jam. I think I just said jam.
I gotta find Dion before she does. Find a way to stop Nora, so focus on that.
Man, I love Chester, man. Oh, look who's back.
You need to turn yourself in.
Look who's helping. I like he's actually got a decent outfit this time.
I just want to say, I forgive you.
You what?
What the fuck? Shut up.
You tried to murder me.
You are the first person I've met in a very long time that I don't want to try and kill a second time.
Okay. That's a good compliment.
Stop it.
It is okay if you're into me.
For the last time.
What is
I
this
am not
conversation?
Why don't you stop staring at my six-pack?
Wow. What the fuck was that?
My life was supposed to be on this field as a football god, and I became an actual god, and somehow I still can't make my life go in the direction I want.
Nora's looking for you.
Oh, man. She's the devil, that girl. Hell, she's the one that should have never existed.
But I'm gonna find another way to stop her, I promise, after you're safe.
Man, there's no hiding from her crazy ass. Look, old man, either you need to help me take her down, or I start running again.
Dion?
Damn, man. Come on. Shit. I like that actor though. I really like the guy playing Dion, man.
You know I'm the solution, Barry. Children's sacrifice is necessary. There's still time. Now bring them to me.
Oh. I don't understand what the fuck's going on.
We're fighting the forces of the universe itself. Talk about a family feud.
Barry, how do we choose between saving
But,
them and saving our city?
I don't know, man. This is crazy.
It's okay to admit that you like me.
I changed my mind.
That was so corny.
So you did like me. I can count on everything you do.
You don't know everything I can do.
I mean, that's kind of a standard attack of yours, so.
Chill out.
Oh!
Things are different now, aren't they? I could feel it.
We both could. This time we face Nora, only we do it together.
This is up the stairs.
Everyone ready? We're connected, Nora. All of us. Whether we like it or not, we're a family. That includes you too.
Stupid boy.
What? Ooh, what the fuck?
We're dead, right?
What the fuck is this?
It's family game night. Fine. But I play to win.
I can't get a lock.
They're in the Speed Force.
Ooh. This one looks like the one that Ezra Miller went into, like when he was rewinding time. Damn. They were holding their shit back for this episode. Oh. What is he running on? God damn. Oh.
If this thing achieves enough atomic mass, it's gonna snap back like a rubber band.
Big Bang in reverse.
How much time do we have?
No idea. It's like all four isotopic forces are returning to their original state.
I don't understand what's going on, but it's I don't care.
So what do we do?
Daddy's gone. There's no one here to protect you.
Ooh. Shoving her into that loneliness.
Hello?
Dude, three-way whammy.
I'll be the only force for eons to come, but I'll be alone. All alone, I can feel it. No. Please don't let it happen, please. Don't let it happen.
Oh! He's getting all of it. Dude. Get this shit out of my city. Look at all that lighting. Ugh.
It's really you.
You saved me. You saved us all.
Damn, man, that was fucking... I gotta say, that was pretty fucking epic. I think.
With all of us together, you'll be faster than you ever imagined, Barry.
Alrighty.
So what happens now?
I mean, they have lives, don't they? I mean, like, what?
I never really had a home.
I guess I never had a real family. Might as well start somewhere.
I always knew I'd make the big league. Ain't nothing bigger than this.
They took 3 normal humans and made them gods permanently. It was such a weird and yet interesting way to end this whole conflict. Definitely wasn't what I saw happening.
I need to take these powers to the next level. So come the next apocalypse, I can be more than just a human glow stick.
Cool catchphrase.
I love you.
Not as much as I love you.
Oh, that's actually not possible. Oh, it's like that, huh? Come on.
So
Oh my, what the fuck? What did she whisper in his ear? No, what was that?
is that Barry?
Yeah, please tell me there's another apocalypse.
It's,
Where your hands, Camilla?
nothing that can't wait till tomorrow.
It's that Chip guy from Argus again. What?
Even the DA's office has a heart when it sees you on the news, saving lives. That and a good word from the Flash. And I got out on probation for good behavior. That's incredible.
She got out on probation for good behavior when she was sentenced for life.
I don't know, you seem different.
I got laid.
What? Fine. I have a crush on someone.
I'm a little disappointed that Barry didn't become the Speed Force, but it's whatever. I like how this has come through though in the end.
Is this what it's gonna be like when our actual kids go to college? I mean, we'd have to actually try and, you know.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Makes you wonder, where are you going?
I'm tired of wondering. Let's start a family.
Oh, God, but everybody's a little frisky tonight, aren't they? Jesus. No, Barry, you don't rush these things, man. You take your time. All right. I really like how this kind of came to a head in this. They had a lot of things to wrap up, and I feel like, for the most part, they wrapped it all up pretty good. I can tell you who's not going to be wrapping it up tonight, and that's going to be Barry. This whole ordeal has got everybody frisking, man. You got Allegra and Chester giving each other the eyes, while Camilla is like full on assaulting Cisco in public, which I'm not against, but still, Jesus, calm down, people. God damn. Then you go back, Caitlin herself is reading her dirty book, and then you have that whole debacle between Chilblain and Frost when they were fighting each other out on the streets, and then her coming home and being like, yeah, I got a crush on somebody. He's a bartender. Everybody's like frisky as fuck right now. Jesus. It was such a weird turnaround for like the episode. Like with Barry and Iris, it kind of makes sense. Of course, they're disconnected from their children now. So they're like, well, they got to start their family at some point, you know. They got to lay the groundwork for what's to come, you know. Nora, Bart, everybody that's to come from their future, so yeah, I mean, it's got to start sometime. They definitely haven't been trying yet. I like that. I like that transition from where we were into this. I like how that all came about. I don't know. I personally didn't need the infighting with Alexa, Bashir, and them trying to get one up on Iris and that whole thing. Everything with Dion in this episode, I did really enjoy. All the interactions with Barry and the different characters, them trying to figure out how to stop Nora, them finding out that just the existence of these forces and them being out of balance, kind of like how Barry and Iris themselves were out of balance, and coming back and reconnecting together, they were able to bring Alexa back to life by these forces being in conflict with one another. And I think it was that tension between them that was causing this storm, causing this like rubber band effect with the creation coming back to the end, and this time around when it was going to just erase everything once that rubber band flipped back, and they were like, it was going to create a reverse Big Bang. Bunch of weird random gobbledygook science crap, man. But I enjoyed it for what it was. They definitely were holding their budget for this episode because everybody was popping off with their abilities in this. You know, Psych. We didn't see Allegra do it like Allegra. God, it's. I have to like mentally think as if there's a different way to do that. When I'm talking about Alexa and Allegra, that I'm not getting their names mixed up just because they are so similar. Alexa doesn't transform into Fuerza in this episode. She just kind of like channels that energy. But man, how they all kind of work together, you know, and whammied Nora, who was going full Black Witch in this. She was like full fucking Willow, Dark Willow in this. And it was pretty cool. I mean, she got the raggedy ass trench coat. The Speed Force, or what was the Speed Force, is this busted up Addams Family, grungy, rundown, cobweb-filled house. So yeah, she was definitely like going a little ham going to Hot Topic this week. So I like that whole transition, though. I like how they came together, you know, on their own, which kind of like harkens back to the speech that Joe gave, and like Joe kind of having his own little arc of depression and then coming back around in this episode was different. Him getting a pep talk from Allegra was interesting, and just like him needing a pep talk out of everything. He was like, oh, just quit, everything's gone, Cecile's hurt, all this stuff's happening, I don't even have a badge, I can't do anything, all these metas are out on the street, what do I do, what's my place here? And then him having to come around to that, and then coming back to his conversation with Barry and Iris about, you know, all the times he tried to be the parent and tell them not to do these things, and then all they did was go out and do it anyway and prove themselves. And that's kind of what their kids did in this situation. That's what the forces did in this situation. They took the reins of their own lives. They went out there anyway, despite everything that they've been told by their parents, and they stood up to Nora, and they whammied the shit out of her, showing her own fear. I like how they kind of all played a part in that too. Like Alexa didn't really do much. Like she like got her to pause and to flinch so that Dion could freeze her, and then you had Psyche showing her that future. It's just like all their abilities coming together. Even though there wasn't like a tinge of purple in any of that, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Him showing her fear, and that was being alone, being the only force, kind of harkening back to what she said about what death was like, this emptiness, this loneliness, this nothing. And that would be what she's left with. She's the only force in existence, and eventually everybody on the planet will be gone. It'll just be her, and it'll be empty. And I like that. I don't know. It kind of came full circle about that whole thing. Now, it's not how the forces work in the comics. They don't exist in the Speed Force. They are their own cosmic energies. So it is kind of weird that now they all live in the Speed Force, and that they are, by them all living in the Speed Force, speedsters now have a huge boost, because it wasn't just temporary. Like they were all like channeling their energy into Barry to give him a jump start, a boost, him really now being the avatar of all the forces, if you think about it, which is interesting. That's giving Barry a huge power bump if that's the case. They did say is like, with us all being here, we're going to be growing the Speed Force, building out our home, and you'll be faster than ever. And like he was able to rewind that, reverse that tornado, which kind of, it's like classic Flash, man. Like the whole like spinning the opposite direction to get rid of a tornado calls back to season 1. And I like that in this, just at a larger scale with much higher stakes. I dug it. It was dumb, it was cheesy, but I liked it. I liked a lot of the episodes in this episode, though. I really did enjoy this whole thing. A conclusion to this, like I said before, I thought they were going to join forces and take out Nora. I did think that Nora would be a lost cause, and that because the others are forces and humans, like they were humans that have existed before the existence of these forces. So I figured that Barry would take out Nora, or Nora would sacrifice herself in the end to give up her force to Barry, so that he would be just like the other forces, somebody in willful control of that force, and he would be the generator of the Speed Force, just like they are the generators of their respective forces. But that's not the case. Nora is just this god that's existed always, now with her young siblings living with her in her little speed home. I did like that little small section where they were fighting in the Speed Force, and it looked like that image, though obviously there's a quality difference here, but it reminded me of when Ezra Miller's Flash in the Snyder Cut did the whole stop thing, and when the mother boxes unified and set that up, and then he's like, you got to run, and he just rewinds everything back into existence. For that moment, he just entered the Speed Force to survive the explosion and then rewound time. It just made me think of that moment. I wonder if that's kind of what they were going for, because we know it's all connected in that way. So I like that little touch, even if that's not what they were going for. That wasn't intentional. That's where my brain went. I like that whole thing. I like the way this whole episode was shot too. So I don't know, man. I'm curious. I really dug this one. So I wonder what you guys thought. So I'm gonna leave this to you guys now. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. What did you think of this wrap up to the Force arc? And what are you looking for the rest of the season? Guys, huge shout out to our patron legends, Mandy Sherritt, Antoine Rodriguez, Ryan Karen, and Jason Coleman. Thank you guys so much for your support. Remember, guys, the full-length unedited reaction watch-alongs are available over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel itself, we'll get you access to those as well. That is the end of this episode, guys, and I will catch you in the next episode of The Flash. Take care, everybody.